Okay, so I guess this is take two. YouTube, what's going on? We back. Backdoor TV, 700 ENT. Um, I made a mistake and deleted the last video, so let's see what happens this time. So I want to give a huge shout out to the subscribers, my old subscribers, the new subscribers. Um, we getting close to 1,000. We getting close to 1,000. Once we hit that 1,000. I thought about something just now. I'm doing like for the people that say the money from the channel is just gonna go to me. No, this is a group forum. This is a community, and besides I say 60% of the money from the channel is gonna go to charities of Chicago in some type of way, and the other money probably go to just the channel period. And once we get to the 1,000, which we creeping up on faster every day, which is amazing. It's a good feeling. For the people that started with us, y'all know how y'all know the ups and downs the channel been through, and we still going through huge ups and downs. I'm currently trying to I have the space for this little studio for the channel. And I don't know if I'm gonna turn I don't know if I'm gonna keep it as the studio for Backdoor TV, or will I put maybe like a sound. I'm thinking about putting maybe a soundproof room to make, like, I don't rap, but I'm maybe thinking about getting equipment set up so people who do rap, I don't know, but I know I'm working on the channel a lot, and it's the space that we have. We working on like I said, we working on putting the Backdoor TV brand in two places, and it's really just, let me tell you this without saying too much. It's just whenever you're trying to do something major and you don't have all your ducks in order, so to speak, it's just wow. So once we have the ability to get the to record in two places, which we close to doing, it'll be more videos coming out instead of me having to travel to come do it. Because a lot of times when I make videos for you guys, I'm not where I record at. I come to do this. I travel to do this a lot of times. So shout out to the subscribers. For all my new subscribers, get in the comment section. Not just for me, but just if you want to be vocal in the community, you have to make yourself vocal. And this is a vocal community. My subscribers, man, they check me on a lot of things. So if you got something to say, you have a complaint, you have a gripe, you want to call me an a-hole, anything, get in the comment section and drop a like so we could just keep this thing growing. But now enough of me talking. Let's get into the video. This is King Von. I want to say part 7, part 8. I made so many projects that got deleted. I gotta check the numbers now. So let's get into it. This is King Von. Who Killed King Von? Part 7. Starring Old Black and the Fedz and FBG Duck. And let's get into it. Okay, I almost made a mistake and deleted the video again. Let me tell you, when you playing Madden or you playing 2K and you want to press X, but you keep making a mistake and pressing Y, so that's the type of situation we got going on this morning. And I wish I could smoke cigarettes in this room, but I can't. I gotta go to the next room, so I have to put that on pause. All right, so I chose to do this video a little bit different, because we're gonna be this gonna be a long video for all the people that hate the long videos. So, but I chose to do this video a little bit different, and instead of just talking to you guys about all of the things that transpired, I chose to just get like a couple of facts. I had been gone for a couple days. I haven't recorded for a couple of days, but I had a lot of projects out. But I've been following all of the events and all of the cases of the Old Black indictment, and I've been hearing what everybody has to say. Everybody, I mean, even the mailman. And before I made this video, I wanted to make sure I got even though it's like I mean, maybe let's say from 1 to 100, I only have. Let's say from 1 to 100, I only have maybe. Let's say I only have 60% information, because that's how much information is out on the indictment. So let's get into it now. I'm just gonna pick out. I'm gonna pick out. I just say. I'm gonna say my 16 facts I have so far, and I might only use maybe 4 or 5 of them. But okay, so let's get into it. And I wanted to while I was gone, I still wanted to work on the project while I was gone. So I'm like, let me pay attention to what's going on. Like, which one we gonna pick? Let's see. Okay, maybe let's get into this one right here. Let's use fact. Let's use fact or my opinion 3. Okay, the fact. This is the biggest one right here. All right, y'all remember a couple? Y'all remember? Let's say excuse me. Let's say maybe 2 months ago. I think maybe no. I think a little bit after Vaughn died, the feds had came and indicted him, and everybody was wondering, like, they had said originally that they was indicting him because of the murder of Jakira Barnes, aka KI. So we all was sitting there with the question marks, but I didn't have question marks. Well, I did have question marks, but I said to myself, we know that that the feds was watching Vaughn anyway, but after his death, it didn't make sense to me what would make them do that. But I already knew that if they were going to indict Vaughn after his death, it's a chef in the kitchen, and it's a lot of food going in that pot to be cooked. I felt something brewing, and I said this earlier. So we knew something was brewing. Also, when Little Dirk and King Von went to court, and the same lawyer that was representing, to my knowledge, it looked like she wasn't the prosecutor. It looked like the same people that was on Dirk legal defense was one of the people that had stopped King Von when he went to the airport. Now this lady right here is the person who I was talking about, who was representing King Von on his you see this lady with the blonde lady right here? This lady right here is supposed to be a lawyer, but she's presenting herself as a cop. So we're gonna try to see her face again. Now that lady right there is Little Dirk, was on Little Dirk's now I want y'all to, I'm going a little slow today because I'm doing it a little bit different. Now I want you to pay attention to this lady right here. This lady right here, she holds a lot of answers to a lot of things that has transpired in the last couple of events, but mainly to do with King Von, FBG Duck. And this lady holds the key to a lot of information. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the lawyer slash cop slash. She has a lot of slashes, and I don't mean like physical marks, but I mean like this lady holds a lot of hats. From what I'm from the information that I gather, you know. So this is a very, I don't want to say dangerous lady, but I want to say never judge a book by its cover, man, because you just never know, like and I gotta get this young lady's name in the next episode. I'll have her name, but it's it's really crazy, man. The people that they say she's connected to, you know, I still don't get the connection to her and the and the Blood Gang in Atlanta. Besides her rumored to be a lawyer who was representing somebody that was a high-ranking Bloods member in Atlanta, and when Vaughn allegedly killed one of those Bloods in the projects, he was supposedly very close to the guy this lady's dealing with. And let's fast forward to the hookah lounge night. Supposedly, it's a, I'm trying to find a way to articulate myself correctly, but let me tell you, like, long story short, this lady is connected to a lot, and I could be wrong. And that night still has a lot of unanswered questions. So I'm gonna pick another fact right now. We're gonna get off of her because I don't have a name, and I don't know how comfortable I feel dropping a gentleman's name that supposedly was involved with having given the green light on Vaughn being taken away from the world. Because and that matter of fact, I don't even have to look at my chart and or my facts for the weekend. I think this whole topic has been so in our faces. It makes you wonder a couple things. Is somebody trying to put this whole old black case? This old black case seems real Hollywood. This is the FBG Duck thing seems real Hollywood. I forgot who was saying it. A lot of people were saying. The funny thing, a lot of us are saying a lot of the same things. As in, if King Von wasn't a rapper from Old Block, that they would have never even tried to solve this murder or even go as hard as they're supposedly going. And my theory on a lot of this is this case is not about Duck. He might be the cherry on the cake, but this case is not about Duck. This case is really about money. And it's about money first, body second, convictions that could be, convictions that can be done now or later. Like, let me tell you, excuse me. I said this already. Like, we all knew. I said this to somebody. Maybe I think it was Saturday. The Feds had their eyes on Chicago when around the time Donald Trump first got in office, but we didn't know how. And when they initially came, I'm in the mindset of thinking when the Feds initially came to Chirac, Chicago, even they underestimated the brutality in the what's the word? I think even they underestimated the situation. And when they initially, kind of back a little bit, a lot of people, even me, was in the mindset of I forgot about it for a little while, but I'm pretty sure that the citizens there forgot about it too. But when they initially first came and they back, I think we all thought it was over. I just think they said, let's go about this a different way. And I could be mistaken, you know. But let's get back into it. When they said they was gonna indict Vaughn and he was dead, I knew that somebody had turned the stove on and the pot was bubbling. So now let's fast forward to now, the time we in. One of the main reasons that they indicted Vaughn was because whenever you present in a RICO case, you need a leader. And if they really gonna try to lock these boys up and prosecute Vaughn while he's not even on this earth right now, and the only way I see them doing is that only way I see them being able to do that is if maybe, let's say, I don't know if they got maybe seven members in jail right now. I could be wrong. To my knowledge, nobody bonded out. I don't think they have a bond. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, go in the comments and correct me. So the only way I could see Vaughn being labeled as a leader and the Feds being able to come take these boys off the street. Old Block, Old Block, Muwop, C-Thing, Los, Kenny Mac, that's just some of them, Gleesh, I don't know if they have boss top. There's a lot of rumors of some people being in jail and some people not being in jail. R.I.P. King Von, R.I.P. Duck, R.I.P. Melly, R.I.P. TB, R.I.P. Can't Get Right, R.I.P. Everybody at all sides. You know, there's no wins in this. So let's get back to it. And when I say it had to be maybe it's two people, maybe I'm not sure, but from just me just doing giving my hypothesis on the situation. If you get a so-called gang, and we're gonna get into the whole gang stuff in a second. If you get a so-called gang and a group of people that say they affiliated with one thing, one entity, and two people or three people from that organization corroborate the same thing, uh, maybe that's what happened with the King Von thing, because some of the facts that happened in the case as far as King Von, is it was said that somebody that was in the FBG duck hit had already been to jail maybe 2 or 3 times on very serious cases. I think the Kenny Mac dude, I want to say he went to jail maybe 2 times before. He went to jail 2 times on serious gun cases, murder cases. I could be wrong, but I know they was extremely serious, and he got bonded out. I guess he bonded out on all of them. This is before, I think, the third time. This is before the old block. This is before the old block allegedly, King Von allegedly paid these guys to go touch Duck allegedly. This is not my. This is all alleged. So long story short, what I'm basically trying to say is, could Kenny Mac have been, could the first time that he got caught on his first serious charge, was this all a ploy all along to get close to Von after him beating that murder rap? And back to people when okay, let's get one thing understood, all right? As far as this Fedz 97.9 or whatever murder, 97.9 conviction rate. The reason why the conviction rate is so high is because most people just cop out and they don't fight. So this is why sometimes they do lose, because more often than not, people will just cop out, and see what they'll give them. And I'm not saying that's dumb. I'd rather say when you're dealing with your life and your freedom, and you're already in a horrible situation, I mean, if I'm facing 15, it's hard to say I'm gonna fight and lose and get that's a hard gamble. I don't know if I could live with that. At least 15. It might be, if you might see the light of day, you might. So I can't really call people dumb that get in trouble with the feds and take these 15-year sentences. I can't really call them dumb. And for the people that fight them and beat them, kudos to you. But I'll say 15 sounds better than 30 any day. So this is another thing I want to touch on. FBG Duck Butter. I mean, that'd be pardon me. FBG Butter was on Truth Tellers, and he was saying something that I think he was saying the same thing I was saying. Let me read what I had wrote, because like I said, when I'm going and I'm not doing this, I'm still keeping up with what's going on and making projects and just writing, writing and staying busy with. I'm working on the channel 24/7 basically. So FBG Butter said the same thing. I said he was saying that the feds are coming for Gyro and all these other gangs next. And I was saying that too. They coming for all these gangs, and this been the plan. Now, are they using old block to do that? I doubt it. Maybe for some, because okay, and some of you would say, oh, well, they talking about bringing up Brick's old case. They might be planning on bringing up Brick's old case, but all of this was planned. And I think old block is being used as scapegoats. And this is not saying that the evidence that they have is not is not heavy on them, but you know, and I'm not on either side, so you know, I never want to see people with talent get locked up. But you know, when you make your bed, you gotta lay in it. A lot of times, so I don't know how all of this is gonna work out. I think the last time I was checking on the case, they was at maybe day 3, and some people are saying they have the dude Los is cooperating. I don't know. When I tried to listen to the audio, I don't know what happened when I tried to listen to the so-called audio. Shout out to the King AK, Trenches News, SNTV, Death of a Clout Chaser, Truth Tellers, The Setup, Duck Case, Long Way, 16 Shot 'em, Status Update, Vlad, Academics. I'm trying not to miss nobody. I Smoke Hip Hop, Hassan Campbell, who else? That's just to name a few. Shout out to everybody. So like I said, there's room for everybody. If I miss Zach TV too. RIP him. Windy City Report, that Chicago News, Lowski, Being Real. I don't want to miss nobody. My boy from the GTA. I'm about to have a GTA little GTA project coming out. Shout out my boy No Cap. Go subscribe to him. Who else? All right, let's get back into it. Yeah, got a lot coming up, man. Got a lot coming up. Yeah, and I was just saying that, just looking at my notes from this weekend. Um, the Feds was planning on locking up all these Chicago gangs 5 years ago. You know, and they destroyed the structure of Chicago as far as locking up gang chiefs, so there would be no structure and no funding. It would be no structure and no. You know, when the gang chiefs was here, the the violence wasn't as vicious as it was. But like somebody else said, in this interview I was watching recently, when the big homie is 27 years old, who do you go to? Like, how do you ask somebody for advice and they just as young as you almost? So basically just saying, when it was big homies and gang chiefs, you know, it was somebody who would look at these people like, you know, unless it's something that you have to do, you know, try to, you know, back in one point, they were saying that the gang chiefs, you know, they could talk to each other and get situations resolved before it led to, you know, gunfire and everything. But now with them people gone, you just have nothing but young people, you know? And I hate when people try to like label these guys when all of this is like systematic genocide to in a sense, you know. You know, they tearing down they you know, the father's not in the house. Their street father in a way is not in their life because as far as the gang life, being there to, you know, teach them the important the morals, and that's what a lot of these kids are missing now, morals. You know, even when I was watching go everybody go check out Diamonds TV, man. Go check out Diamonds TV, and when you go check out Diamonds TV, they got a lot of the older gang members of different gangs. I'm talking about the OGs. It's not. I don't see no young guys on that channel. So go check out Diamonds TV on YouTube. Um, and the reason why I bring up that channel is because the gang chiefs and the older dudes were vital to things being in control, and them being taken out the way was not a mistake. Like even when I was watching this the Diamond TV interview, they will have something where, you know, when you get locked up, you have somebody that's okay. People, for the people that don't know, when you get locked up, there's units in every jail, and out of all those units, you're gonna have somebody that the cops and the warden or whoever's the head in charge, justice wise, they let the prisoners run the jail to a T, believe it or not. And you know, if somebody comes on that dorm, or you know, in that jail, and they more violent, or they could take the position, then they could take the position away from the guy who was originally running that particular dorm or particular jail, then they become the top dog. And long story short, it's something called like even in the jails, they have something where, even though they personally put prisoners in charge of running things, they'll lock up all of the top dudes who's running things in the prison and start over again, or let them out, or send them to another jail. But that just goes to show you that even in jail, look, they give you power in jail and take it away. But they had something, I don't know if it was Windy City Report, or I think it probably was Windy City Report, where they were saying, I haven't really researched that story about I think it was traveling vice lords who had traveling two I think it was two I think it was vice lords and traveling vice lords, I don't know. But it was one of those gangs that I think they had one of the top members of the gang was a sergeant. And that goes back to what everybody's been saying. Like, a lot of these cops are doing the drills. It's not these kids doing the drills. All of them. These cops are doing a lot of these drills. Like, so let's just get back into the King Von Part 7. So we're gonna take a time out. We're gonna take a time out, and like I said, we're gonna take a time out to just give the new subscribers and all of the people that been rocking with the channel, the viewers, just the people that come check the channel out and leave, the subscribers, the other channels that show my content. Once you look up theirs, we want to give a shout out to them. And we're just gonna do things just a little bit different, and we're gonna look at some facts about the Vaughn case. I mean, the old black case, and I might chime in at time to time, so I might just let it play out. So we're just gonna take a few minutes just to hear what this guy talking about, and he could give you a better understanding than I could.
And I am a board certified criminal defense lawyer. Actually, try cases. I see the inside of the courtroom every single day. Today, we're reacting to the FBG Duck homicide. And we're going to do a few things, mix it up a little bit today. We're going to play a little video, show you kind of the beginning of how this thing started, and then show you the reaction from his mother, and then kind of go into the indictment. So let's just start by watching this video together. Okay. See, I can't, man. I ain't even been back from LA in a couple of days. All right, come on. So we have the ambulances there. He's down. Cops are doing crowd control. I know. When they get him on the bed, that's when I'm gonna leave. You gotta get behind that yellow tape, though, man. All right. Okay, then. I know you can report all you want, man. I'm just saying you gotta get behind that yellow tape. And that's FBG Duck on the ground right there. All right. Okay, just gotta make sure he's getting in his AMT. When they put him in his AMT. All right. So, let's just kind of recap of what happened there. FBG Duck, he's from the 63rd and St. Lawrence area of Chicago. He's a GED, Gangster Disciple. And the rival gangs, the King Von group, that's the O Block, okay? And so, here's the thing. He was leaving. This was on August 4th of 2020. He was in Chicago into the Gold Coast area, and he was in that one of the DG store, Dolce Gabbana, and he was killed, and two other people were injured. So he was shot, and two other people were shot as well. But FBG Duck was the only one killed. Now it was reported that two vehicles pulled up, four people got out of them, pop, 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 and then they fled the scene. One was a black, newer Ford. The other one was a silver Chrysler 300. Rumor has it there was $1 million bounty on on FBG Duck. Now, he was shot in the chest, the groin, and in the neck. And it took emergency crews about 15 minutes or thereabouts to get to him. So he was not treated right away. One weapon was recovered, and the weapon that was recovered, probably not the murder weapon. My guess is that the murder weapon was in the vehicles that fled. And there was a witness who saw two men standing outside the store, heard some shots, and then saw the two men flee. Don't know if those two guys were part of this or not. So why is this important now? Well, as it was announced yesterday by his mother, there was an arrest, a significant arrest of I'll get into the indictment and the people that were arrested. But let's kind of watch what FBG Duck's mother had to say yesterday.
I'm feeling numb. I'm just feeling like I can't even describe it. Like, I just want to thank everybody that.
First of all, to lose a child, I don't care how old your child is, your children are not supposed to die before you. You know, your children are supposed to bury you. And so it's very, very difficult.